Sure.
1 second. Yep, we ready to start?
Yeah.
Let me make the slideshow. Yep, go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Vinita. Okay, so everybody, hello and welcome to today's session on serverless solution booking system, chatbot Lex and Lambda, hosted by Pareto Solutions. Here we'll discuss how to explore serverless benefits and application in action. Let me give you a brief quick about us. We are advanced tier partners of AWS. We provide software development and care and are a consulting firm based out of India, New Zealand, Australia, and US. We cater to clients across the globe. Now, I would like to introduce today's presenters. That's me, Priyanka Srivastava. I'm an AWS expert from the Peritos team. And of course, our director, Peritos Solutions, Vinita Kasliwal, who will be sharing more details and demos during the webinar. You can keep your questions ready. We would love to hear from you at the end in the Q&A section. Now, today's agenda we would like to cover serverless market opportunity, AWS service technology overview, why use serverless, business opportunity for booking systems, funding benefits, demo details will be on Lex and Lambda. Then we'll have closing notes, upcoming sessions. We'll provide you the details on that and the Q&A section where you can put up your queries. Okay, we have discussed a few times on how serverless and Lambda can be used across different industries, and today our use cases for hotel and booking systems via chatbot. So events are the connective tissue for modern applications like retail, media and entertainment, financial services, healthcare, publication, education, manufacturing, and of course, public sector, the government. Talking about serverless solutions, so this is all part of a bigger movement. We are in a middle of a paradigm shift. Cloud providers automate and abstract away as much as possible, which is in direct support of what business leaders want. To build better products and win more customers in IT, our ability to do that at a rapid pace has improved significantly with infrastructure as a code, CI/CD pipelines with automated security and compliance and serverless. So as leaders, we must find a way to emerge from our current state, skill sets and organization structures in support of our business objectives. As you see, AWS quotes that 62% of enterprises have adopted serverless and the number is growing rapidly. These are the perks of winning customers by using serverless, like decoupling software systems, focusing on business logics, etc. So why customers should consider serverless? A Pathfinder paper navigates makers through the issues surrounding a specific technology or business case, explores the business value of adoption, and recommends the range of considerations and concrete next steps in the decision-making process. Stats as shown explain increase up to 41% faster when deploying new feature, reducing to go to market time. How there can be 23% increase in compute utilization by using auto scale features and also a reduction of 39% in infrastructure spend. It also helps in improving security by notifications. Alerts help reduce outages to deliver highly secure solution. Now, looking at the business opportunity, there are various possibilities that we can look up to. You can free up your resources time for booking and let customers book via chatbot, get only qualified lead with a specific requirement, automate and make it more efficient. Opportunities are there for user to chat anytime, deploy on FB and other messenger services. You can customize and adapt to customer questions automatically. So these are all the perks. Now here we see the advantages of this solution. Like you can scale seamlessly to meet your demand. There are low operational burden, no data wrangling. The cost is very low, about $20 per month. It is highly customizable. Agnostic, can be used as a booking system in any industry area using online bookings. So we'll explore more on these things. So I would like to request now Vinita to please take over from here. And now we can discuss more on chatbots and Amazon Lex.
Yeah, sure. So before we go further, I just want to explain that we can, I hope you guys can see me, right? Yeah. So I would just like to explain how we are going to implement this chatbot and a bit more things about our funding options and things that we've been doing as part of AWS Consulting. So what is Amazon Lex? We are using Amazon Lex to build this chatbot. How do you get started on this Amazon Lex, and specific questions around what the architecture, etc., would look like. So why did we build using Amazon Lex? It's the latest chatbot technology that Amazon uses, and it helps to reduce your operational tickets. So instead of an agent actually talking to the customer, you have all the information captured by Lex with specific questions pertaining to the business, and it helps in terms of reducing the workload on the agents. So this was the initial first generation of punch cards and memory registers, then pointers and sliders, and then the conversational interface is what started the basics of Lex. Now, why this kind of an application? Because it has got a natural language processing. It's based on demand, so it's not like very cost heavy. It's accessible, can be deployed on a web application, mobile application, or on a custom deployment platform. Can be any SaaS applications as well, and is pretty efficient, which you will just see in the demo. It also helps in some of the developer that face those kind of challenges in building something from custom. So you don't have to do any speech recognition, security settings, language understanding, business logic, scalability, mobile application platform management, and message different integration with different messaging platform. So these all features are readily available, and then you can just plug in and play. In fact, there are templates that you can use in Lex, and this will help you in terms of setting up the Lex for a specific customer scenario, or just customizing what is available in the template to meet your business goals. Okay, so Lex is basically a service for building conversational interfaces using both voice and text. And these are some of its features. It has got text and speech recognition, deployment to chat services, efficient and intuitive tools to build conversation, and it scales automatically. Versioning support and enterprise SaaS connectors that you can connect it to an enterprise system or a ticket management system like ServiceNow, or maybe any other tool that you may be using to create tickets for follow-up. This again talks about the same speech recognition and natural language understanding, and how you can deploy Amazon Lex using one-click deployment. So as you see here, you can integrate it with Facebook Messenger, Twilio's SMS, as well as mobile. And it has got a good rich formatting skills and card-based description, where you can also provide users button 1, button 2, and button 3. The partner benefits of going with AWS recognized partner like us. We are an advanced tier partner, and we can help you build up a use case for your customer, or maybe for a POC that you're looking for, and get you across the funding, help you with go-to-market, build a pipeline for you, and help you train in terms of managing these um, particular workloads that you deploy for even after go live. So these are some of the funding options which we always go through during our sessions. So you have a 60K USD funding for large workloads, which is 500K plus annual recurring revenue for AWS. Or if it is less than 500K, you get around 15K USD. And also Amazon matches the cost of the project up to 20% post migration. So you can practically set up and run for free for a few months. You assess the solution and then see if that works for you. This is the POC funding, wherein you have different other options that are available. So you do not have to fully commit to adopting AWS. You're just experimenting, and AWS does understand and recognize that. And you can set up a POC scope, and just by implementing that scope and trying it for a few months, you can decide whether you want to go ahead or not. And in that case, up to 10% of your annual recurring revenue can be availed as a POC funding request. Okay, so let's talk about the demo today. So this is a social media moderation that we did last time, but here we have the chat bot that determines what kind of booking system are we looking at. So this one, if you look at it, it talks about reservations, or you want to book a flight, you have to tell them what is your frequent flyer number, what's your last four digits of your credit card, etc., and get the ticket booked. So this is what we are going to see. The demo talks about this particular architecture, which I just want to go through quickly. It has got the Amazon Connect, which talks to Lex. There's a Lambda, which has got all the business logic, which we are just going to see. Data stored in DynamoDB. And another service called Kendra Search, which converts whatever the user types into a natural language processing. So jointly, these applications basically help you respond to the customer better. And of course, there are IAMs and roles that you can assign on who can manage what inside your Lex and Lambda deployments, and a cloud formation that creates a particular workload for all of these, which you can deploy across different environments. Okay, so I'll just stop here, and I'm going to log into the demo session now and show you what this looks like. So just bear with me while I log in. Okay. Okay, so we are here at the Amazon console. We will first talk about the Lambda and then about Lex. So this is a Lambda that we created, the airline business logic. What it does is it has got a set of code. So you can see here different Python code about booking. Let's say a customer wants to book a flight. So these are going to be options that the customer can type in, or you can provide to the customer to book a flight, cancel the flight. And then, of course, you have to give options on how they can cancel, till what time they can cancel, check the reservation, maybe get flight reservation details, flight status, and different other Lambda function, which uh, are part of a conversation that a client can choose to do with the business. Now, we're specifically going to talk about the airline system here. These are prompt responses. So this particular folder, prompt responses here, has got a JSON. So these are all of the information that the client may ask. And again, the Lex automatically builds on top of it. But these are initial JSON question answers to ensure that you get you redirect customer to the accurate result that they want to hear from the chatbot. So these are some of the other fallback, flight reservation, flight status. So you have to have this information from the client to ensure that the bot speaks in the language that they need to and can redirect to get the right answers. Okay, so let's talk about the bot here. So you go to the Amazon Lex service. I am in the bot section now. And I see the bot here. The English version, again, you can have multiple languages as well in which they can communicate. And I have built a test version, as you can see here, that will test what we built. So this is the test version 1. So here I want to book, let's say, a flight. I hope you guys can see my screen and the interaction that I'll have with the bot. So what it's saying is that I need to have like a frequent flyer number. So I will probably type in my number here, which should obviously exist in the database. It says you can't find a match if I enter something incorrect. So let me try with the correct one now. So it does recognize that this is the correct frequent flyer number. And then it's asking me for the 4-digit on the file. I will now enter that as what I've stored with this particular user in the database. And it talks about my trip now. Is the reservation for a one-way trip or a round trip? So it's a round trip. And it's asking me what city are you departing from. So if you see, it's pretty much as good as you talk to a human here. So let's say Dallas, and the destination I want to go to is New York. And the date for the flight will be anything, like say 12th November. Um, okay, it's in the past, so maybe 12th December. Let's just put it. Um, I don't know what's this. It's not accepting a date. Okay, so the date needs to be in a specific format for the system to understand. Of course, this can be customized later if in an actual visit scenario. The number of travelers, I would say 2, and the preferred time of departure. So maybe I'll say 5 a.m. or maybe 6 a.m. Okay, so it's saying that you have a flight number. This is departing at this time and arriving at this time, and the cost is this. So you can also say get more options. And it tells you another option here. And when you're ready, you just confirm. And it's asking me whether I should make the reservation and use the card on the file, which is whatever. Yes. So that's it. I think we've just basically confirmed a flight now, and then you can do the same for these. Some of the things are probably something we need to correct at the coding level. But based on this, let's say the flight that I booked, now I'm also intending to inquire about my flight status. Or maybe the confirmation number will be this one. Flight confirmation number. My flight confirmation number can be something like this. Okay, maybe I haven't booked the particular flight that's in the database, so I'm not getting that. 11621. It probably didn't save it in the database, so it's not showing me. But I hope you guys understand how you can further keep conversing with this on all of these pointers that we have here, getting the flight status, the flight reservation, rescheduling, showing the flight details, checking the reservation, canceling the flight, and booking a flight. So this is basically, I will just want to go back to my PPT now. So with this demo, I hope you got a brief understanding of how uh, the system can show you the things that we can do with Lex. These are some of the previous sessions that we did. We can share you a recording of them where we demoed for an e-commerce industry and how they can uh, update images and watermarks to the image for uploading. We also covered how using Lambda you can do social media moderation, and today the one with Lex and Lambda for a chatbot. These are our next upcoming sessions where we are going to understand what is well architect review. For session one will be about the different pillars, process step, benefits to the client, and well architect partner program, and how it can benefit the customer. The next one will be the well architect review for security pillar, and the last one will be for a cost optimization. So if you're looking for something specific on these webinars and you want to have like a particular topic being covered, you can please feel free to reach us out and let us know. If you have questions or how this is done, we are happy to provide you more details. So I'll just pick up more questions if any. So Rag, maybe you can also take over and let us know if there are questions coming up.
Yeah, thank you, Vinita, and thank you, Vinita, Priyanka, for the session. I think someone is maybe someone. If the let's wait for like 2 to 3 minutes, just in case if there is somebody who wants to type their question. Uh,
Vinita, you are on mute.
Oh, sorry. I think there's a question on the chat where we've been asked that if there's an e-certificate that we can get after the webinar. Not at the moment. We are working on some of our e-certificate program wherein you will get a participation certificate from us, as well as if you complete the exercise that we just showed you on the demo, then we can also give you like a hands-on e-certificate from our end, for which you have to follow the steps and instructions that we can share later as part of the post activity communication that we do for the webinar. We'll share those details with Surag and you can get in touch with him or maybe drop us a note as well. I think somebody's typing something. Okay, maybe they're not no longer typing. So, Surag, is there anything else we need to cover? Okay, so yes, we do have the previous recordings. We'll be uploading them on YouTube and we'll share the links with all of you guys. So you can go through the first, second, and today was the third session for serverless. And I think, Surag, you can also communicate once we share it with you, right?
yes, sure.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
I think that's all the questions.
Okay. So
If
just
in
as a
case there is any question that comes up after the session, feel free to drop email to them, Priyanka or Vinita, or you can contact me directly on the community and I can let them both know about the question.
yeah. And just as a closing note, the whole purpose of this is for both the customers and an end user or a technical user to try out the different AWS services we recommend. There's huge amount of funding, support, and free services that are available. So please continue to explore these services, attend our sessions, and hopefully you guys find this useful and We look forward to interacting with you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.